Are you unknowingly hindering your own fish farming success in 2025? Yes, in this video, I'm going to share with you four important things that you must note because these four important things can hinder your success in 2025. So please stick watching, stay, and then we shall have a successful fish farming together. Whether you are a beginner or you are already in the fish farming industry, the first thing that you need to take note because that will affect your success is lack of purpose. You need to define realistic goals. What do you intend to achieve in your fish farming? How many kilograms or quantity of fish that you want to produce within a year or within a period of time? How many months do you want to use to raise your fish to harvest? All these are things that you need to set up right. Do your own calculations, your own analysis, your own financial visualization, and then you can be able to start, or if you are already in it, have your fish farming working effectively in 2025. Not having realistic goals will not let you go to exactly where you want to go to. For instance, if you want to raise your catfish to 1 kilogram and above within 6 months, if you set this for yourself, then you will be working towards achieving that goals because there are factors that will actually lead to that. Factors such as the feed, water quality management, recycled aquatic systems, or stocking density. So if you have the goal to keep your fish and harvest them within 6 months, it means that you are going to work towards achieving that by overcoming these factors. So setting realistic goals will help you to achieve your dream in the best possible manner. But if you don't have goals and then you are just working anything, you don't even have the time to do all things because whatever is the outcome, you are okay. So setting realistic goals is very important, and without it, it will hinder the success of your fish farming in 2025. The second most crucial thing is procrastination. Procrastination is where very important tasks that could have been done now is being postponed. I will do this tomorrow. I have enough time to plan. All these are ways of procrastination. Procrastination indeed is the thief of time. And Dali will put it beautifully that procrastination is not the only thief of time, but it is also the fertilizer which makes difficulties grow. I'm going to share a scenario with you, a very practical example of how procrastination can make difficulties grow. For instance, last year I lost thousands of fish in my farm. And the reason I can say it was procrastination. How? You may want to know. The answer or the reason I said procrastination was that there was a time the fish farm water needed to be changed. The pond water was dirty. It was clear that the ammonia level in the pond was high and oxygen was lower. And the unfortunate thing is that we didn't have enough water in the farm. And I was still waiting to get enough water. Though, if I had known that the procrastination or the waiting for water at the right time could have affected me that much, then I could have planned ahead to change the water quickly. But I didn't do that. Because I was pumping water into the poly tank and the water in the well or the borehole was not enough. I wanted to get enough to get the poly tank filled up before I changed the water. Unfortunately, the intensity of the problem was higher that within few days, the fish started to suffocate. And by the time I changed the water, the fish were gone. I lost almost 1,000 fish in that pond. The reason, procrastination. When I noticed the water was dirty and thick and the oxygen was low, wow, if I quickly change the water, even if I had to buy water somewhere to change, I could have saved that mortality. Now, do you believe that procrastination is not the only thief of time? Now, do you believe that procrastination is not the only thief of time, but it's also the fertilizer which makes difficulties grow? It is time to feed your fish. I said, let me do that later. It is time to change water. Let me do that later. Even to start your fish farm, you are still planning years and years. Stop that procrastination. Go in and invest. And when you set realistic goals, for instance, if you are going to harvest 6 months time, and you set your goal that within a year, I'm going to produce 2 cycles of fish production, and you don't procrastinate, you can achieve that. So procrastination is a second reason that can hinder the progress of your fish farm and the success. The third one is finding fault. Finding fault is where you attribute blames to the misfortune that happened in your farm, to external factors instead of within. That's why there's a saying that if you don't take 100% of responsibility of your life, you cannot achieve any success. If your fish farm is not doing well, ask yourself questions. What am I not doing right? Limit it within yourself and try to identify the things that you're not doing right. And in that, you can find solutions. But the moment you decide or you start to attribute the blames to external factors, such as there's no enough water or the market is bad and all that, you can't achieve anything. But start to ask yourself, if the fish is not growing well, don't first attribute it to the species and say these species are not growing well. Ask yourself, did I stock my fish well? If you overstock them, they don't grow well. Ask yourself, do I give my fish the right feed or do I feed them rightly? Ask yourself and decide to find answers. Ask yourself, do I change the water frequently? Ask yourself, do I have flotation system or aeration systems? All these factors are leading to the better growth of your fish. So if your fish are not growing well, ask yourself these questions and try to find answers rather than blaming the external factors. If your fish is up to the market size, you want to sell them and there's no market, don't just say there's no market and blame the market structure and relax. Try to find alternative ways of selling your fish. Try to add value either by smoking or whatever means. Try to find market outside your comfort zone or outside within your premises. If it means going to different region to find market for your fish. Try to have online presence. All these are ways that you can market your fish. But the moment you decide to start blaming external factors, you cannot achieve anything. There's a saying that you do not have control over the weather. You do not have control over the external factors, but you have control over within yourself. So provide solutions, take 100% responsibilities of what is happening in your farm, and you will be successful. The fourth and the last thing that can hinder the success of your fish farm is fear of failure. A lot of times, we fear to fail so much that we don't even want to take actions. And believe me, not taking action is decision not to succeed. The fear that if I invest into the fish farm, I'm going to lose. The thing you must note that also hinders success is fear of failure. Oftentimes, we fear to invest, we fear to start, we fear to change something, or fear to do one thing towards achieve our goals because we fear to fail. And failure is part of life, and it is a great lesson. Bear in mind that even when you do it and you fail, it is still part of the learning process, and it will lead you towards achieving success in your fish farm. So in 2025, if you want to be successful, try to avoid the fear of failure. It is the fear of failure that will prevent you from even starting your farm in the first place. But bear in mind that anything that you are investing in, even if not in fish farming, you are likely to fail. So if you have that in mind, it means that you are going to face, are ready to face all challenges. So fear of failure will prevent you a lot from achieving your success. For instance, you might want irrigation system for the betterment of your fish, but you might think that it won't work, and you fear, and you will not do it, and you're going to lose your fish through mortality. So fear of failure must be avoided. And to avoid that, you can start small. If you want to start, or you are intending to produce 10 tons of fish in a year, you can just start that way. You may start small and grow along. So to overcome the fear of failure, start small and grow. And bear in mind, like Jack Canfield will always say, that if you limit yourself to what seems possible or reasonable, you have disconnected yourself from achieving your life purpose, and all that left is to compromise. So don't limit yourself because you want to fail or you fear of failure. Expand your horizon. Think broader. Look at the broader picture. Think outside the comfort zone. And bear in mind that even if you fail, it is part of the learning process. And it's going to pay you because you have learned in what you have failed. For instance, in the beginning, I share with you a story I've learned. Since then, I've never had that challenge because once I start to notice that the water in my fish pond needs to be changed, I will do that quickly. I will not wait. So the failure is part of the life learning or life lesson that will teach you. So please, if you take this into consideration, you will be successful. Bear in mind that the success of your fish farm is dependent on your mindset. Your mindset. So try to avoid procrastination. Try to avoid finding fault in external factors. Try to set realistic goals and try to avoid fear of failure. If you implement these four measures, you are going to be successful in your fish farm. Please, if you found value in the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let the channel reach more people. My name is Abdulaziz Issa, and this is Papa Aquaponics.